gonna lose no more.
Hello everyone, welcome to Great Ninja. We will show you lots of amazing facts and theories about Naruto and also Boruto. But before enjoying the video, please subscribe to this channel, share this content and also turn on the notification bells. Tailed beasts, or commonly referred to as chakra monsters, are titanic living forms of chakra created by Hagoromo out of the chakra from 10 tails. The role of tailed beasts in the shinobi world is quite important, where they can become a weapon to fight enemies that endanger Earth. In the current Boruto era, the tailed beasts are known to have lived apart from one another, apart from Kurama, who died as a result of his sacrifice in using Baryon mode. With Kurama's death, the role of other tailed beasts became irrelevant to the development of the story, because Kurama, which was known as the strongest tailed beast, was rendered helpless before Ishiki, especially if it was another tailed beast whose strength was far below Kurama's. However, in the far future, it is possible that the tailed beasts, which should already be living freely within themselves, will most likely be reunited in the same place to replace Kurama's role in protecting the shinobi world. The question is, what will happen to the tailed beasts after that? Will they die like Kurama, or will they surprisingly succeed in protecting the shinobi world after they combine forces? Based on that, the following is the fate that will befall the tailed beasts during the Soruto era, a son from the relationship between Boruto and Sarada. 1. Becoming a legend. Considering that during the Boruto era, the enemies that appeared were more powerful and far more terrifying than the enemies that had appeared before, the power of the tailed beasts was needed to be able to stop the threat. Therefore, in the far future, the tailed beasts that should have been living freely in their own habitat, will most likely be gathered again in the same place. But instead of each tailed beast being sealed into the body of some great shinobi, it seems that all the remaining tailed beasts will be sealed into Boruto's body by utilizing his Jogan power. But after it's all over, instead of releasing the tailed beasts back to their respective habitat, Boruto seems to be sealing all of the tailed beasts into another dimension to ensure their fate is safe, and no one will ever use their powers for their own benefit. As a result, after several decades, or rather during the Soruto era, the existence of the tailed beasts would be declared extinct and become a legend. The old generation thought that the tailed beasts had disappeared after being used by Boruto, while the new generation of the Soruto era would think that the tailed beasts weren't real. As a result, slowly the existence of the tailed beasts will be forgotten and become a beautiful legend. 2. Soruto awakens the tailed beast. As a result of the relationship between Boruto and Sarada, a boy was born who they named Soruto as a result of combining the names of Sarada and Boruto. As the son of Boruto and Sarada, as well as being the grandson of Naruto and Sasuke, who both had strong ties to the tailed beasts in the past, Soruto is one of the few people in the new generation who believes in the existence of the tailed beasts. Apart from many of the people in the new generation thought the tailed beast was just a legend. Soruto has a close bond with old Naruto or old Sasuke, so it's not surprising that Soruto believed all the stories his grandfather had told him, including about the tailed beasts. It will describe a unique relationship between grandson and grandfather, as well as the beginning of Soruto's journey to find the whereabouts of the tailed beasts based on information he collected from both his grandfathers and from notes hidden by his father, Boruto. As a descendant of Boruto and Sarada, Soruto inherited his parents' two dojutsu powers, namely the Jogan in his right eye and the Sharingan in his left eye. By utilizing these two dojutsu, Soruto was finally able to find the place where the tailed beasts were sealed by his father. By using the same method, by utilizing his Jogan, Soruto managed to release the seal from the tailed beasts. But rather than removing the seal, it can be said that Soruto succeeded in resurrecting the tailed beast that was previously sleeping in the dimension that Boruto created. The reaction of the tailed beasts themselves after being resurrected was one of anger, because their presence could trigger a war just like what happened in the past. However, after learning that Soruto was actually the son of Boruto and grandson of Naruto, they became more lenient towards the owners of the two dojutsu, and were willing to help Soruto if needed later. After a short meeting and introduction between Soruto and the tailed beasts, Soruto returned them to their dimension. But before that, the tailed beasts give some of their chakra to Soruto, which can later be used to give him power-ups, also allowing Soruto to communicate and summon them if needed. 3. Hunted by many shinobi. Despite Kurama's loyalty to Naruto before his death, in fact, in the past, Kurama had really hated humans including Naruto, who was his own Jinchuriki. This hatred towards humans does not only apply to Kurama, but also all tailed beasts who have great hatred towards humans because their strength has been exploited, and their freedom has been taken away by being sealed into a Jinchuriki's body. Basically back then Kurama and all the other tailed beasts lived by being hunted by the many shinobi who wanted their great power. Even though the shinobi world in the Soruto era was relatively peaceful and the existence of the tailed beasts was considered a mere legend, that still did not rule out the possibility that there were people who believed in these legends and tried to find their whereabouts, to then use their powers for their own interests. Especially if the rumor about the resurrection of the tailed beast whose seal has been released by Soruto spreads, maybe the hunting of tailed beasts like what happened in the past will happen again to fight over the great source of power that belongs to them. Basically what Boruto feared has finally happened, and protecting the tailed beasts today will be the job of Soruto and his generation of shinobi. 4. Soruto, the next Jinchuriki of Kurama. In Naruto and Kurama's last fight against Ishiki Otsutsuki, Kurama died as a side effect of using Baryon mode. Even though Kurama was already in a different realm, in his last message Kurama promised that the two of them would one day meet again. As we know, every tailed beast that dies, they will be resurrected in an indefinite time. So it's not impossible that when Kurama was resurrected it was in the Soruto era. Meanwhile, due to Naruto's age in the Soruto era, he was not at his best and there was a possibility that he did not have enough chakra to accommodate Kurama in his body again. Therefore, it seems that Kurama will be transferred to someone else's body, and the one who has the best criteria is Soruto. This is because Boruto, who has the highest specifications to become Kurama's Jinchuriki, already has Momoshiki inside him, so Kurama won't fit in him. As for Soruto, he has Uzumaki and Uchiha blood in him, making him the most suitable person to inherit Kurama's power. By using the Uzumaki Fuinjutsu, Naruto would later seal the newly resurrected Kurama into his grandson's body, so that Soruto would become the new Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. By having Kurama in his body, Soruto will most likely become the strongest shinobi of his era. Moreover, added the fact that Soruto is one of the many people who are endowed with the two strongest dojutsu, the Sharingan and Jogan. Even though at that time Kurama had no memories of his past, Soruto was able to use the power of his dojutsu to control Kurama. Slowly but surely, a bond between Soruto and Kurama will form, and both of them will make a name for themselves in this shinobi world. More than that, Soruto can also host a meeting of all tailed beasts, just like Naruto's role in the past when Kurama was still in him. That's the end of the Great Ninja Channel video today. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave some comments, like, and share this video so we can have more people see this. Thank you, and the Great Ninja Channel is signing out for today.